Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 4 math. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 4 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. The lessons we're going to cover are find the missing numerator or denominator in addition and subtraction sentences. Add and subtract mixed numbers with unlike denominators. Add and subtract mixed numbers with like and unlike denominator word problems. Compare sums and differences of fractions. Let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, here I am on grade 4 math. Let's just start with the lesson that is find the missing numerator or denominator in addition and subtraction sentences. Okay, find the missing number. 8 over missing number minus 1 over 9. So you can see one of the fraction has 9 as denominator, right? So that means the missing number is denominator. When you are adding or subtracting the fractions, the denominators must be same. So one of the fraction have the denominator 9. That means the other one also 9. It would be 8 over 9 minus 5 over 9, right? Okay, the next one is find the missing number 11 over 12 minus 7 over 12. So just look at they have the like denominators when you simply subtract them, right? 11 minus 7 is 4 over 12, right? You can divide them by the common number that is 4. So it would be 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 3 is 12. So that means the missing denominator here is 3, right? Okay, fill in the missing number. The next one is fill in the missing number. So how do you find the missing number? You can see all of the fractions on both sides, they have the same denominator 13, right? One of the fraction already given, that is 7 over 14. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, fill in the missing number. Okay, just look at the denominators. On the both sides, denominator must be same. They are 3, right? That means 2 take away which number equals 1? 2 take away 1 is 1, right? That means the missing one is 1. Because they have the same denominators, you simply have to find the number that when subtracted from 2, the answer equals 1, right? So it will be 2 minus 1 equals 1. Okay, the next one is fill in the missing number. You have to calculate the missing number. 1 by 6 plus 1 over missing number equals 1 over 3, right? That means the missing denominator is 6, right? Why? Because if you add 1 by 6 plus 1 over 6, they have same denominators, yeah, right? When you add them, it would be 2 over 6. You have to divide them by the common factor, that would be 2. So 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 3 is 6. It will be then 1 over 3, right? Right? That means the missing in 1 is 1 over 3. Okay, the next one is fill in the missing number. So which number is missing? You can see on the left hand side they have same denominators, right? They have simply 12. You can simply subtract their numerators. So 11 minus 7 is 4 over 12, right? You can divide them by the common factor 4. So it would be 1 over 4 times 3 is 12. That means the missing number is 1 over 3, right? So here you have 3. The correct option is 3. Okay, fill in the missing number. So which is the correct option? 11 over 15 minus 1 over 15 equal 2 over missing number, right? So they both have the denominator 15. 11 minus 1 is 14 over 15, right? Sorry, 11 minus 1 is 10 over 15, right? Just subtract the numerators. 11 minus 1 is 10. You can divide by the common factor 5. So it would be 5 times 2 is 10 and 5 times 3 is 15. So that means the missing one is 2 over 3, right? So it is 2 over 3. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. With fill in the missing number. So which is the correct option? Which number is missing? You can see both sides, they have the same denominators, right? You simply have to find the number that when added to 4, their sum equals 3. So 4 plus what number equals 7? That would be 3, right? The missing number is 3. Okay, the next one is fill in the missing number. You have to find the missing one, right? Just look at the numerators. 8 minus 5 is 3, right? Here you have 3. That means the missing one must be 9. That would be 8 over 9 minus 5 over 9 equals 1 over 3. Okay, the next one is fill in the missing number. 13 minus 11 divided by 18, right? 13 minus 11 is 2 over 18, right? 13 minus 11 is 2 over 18, right? You can divide them by the common factor. Their common factor is 2. So it would be 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 9 is 10. So it would be 1 over 9. That is 1 over 9. Fill in the missing number. 5 over 7 minus 4 over missing number equals 1 over 7. So which is the correct option? That means the missing denominator is 7, right? Because here you have 1, that means 5 minus 4 is 1. That means the denominator must be 7 because you simply subtracted their numerators, and you can simply subtract the numerator in the case they have same denominators, right? Okay, which is the missing one? 3 over missing minus 1 over 2 equals 1 over 2. Which is the correct option? Which one is missing? That means the missing one would be 4, right? Because you can see 3 minus 1 is 3 minus 1 is 2, right? Here you have for 2 over 4 and you divide them by the common factor, it would be 1 over 2. That means the missing one would be 4, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just start with the next lesson. And the next lesson is the next lesson is add and subtract numbers with unlike denominators. Okay. Add and subtract mixed numbers with unlike denominators. Okay. The first one is subtract 5 take away 5 whole 2 over 3 minus 5 whole 2 over 3 minus 3 whole 1 over 6. 3 whole 1 over 6. Okay, let's just see how do we subtract them. Just look at their denominators. One of them have the denominator 3 and the other one has the denominator 6, right? First of all, you have to make their denominator 6. Multiply this fraction by 2, right? So multiplying fraction means you have to do only the fractional part. Whole number part would be same. You have to do 2 times 2 divided by 3 times 2, right? Whole number part wouldn't be changed. You just have to multiply the fractions. 2 times 2 is 4 and 3 times 2 is 6, right? Now you can subtract their whole number part and their fractional part separately. 5 minus 3 is 2. 4 over 6 minus 1 over 6. So say 4 minus 1 is 3 over 6. You can also divide them by the common factor. Their common factor is 3, so it will be 2 whole 1 over 2. Because you are dividing it by 3, it would be 2 whole 1 over 2. The correct option is 2 4 whole 1 over 2. What you have to do, first you have to make their denominator same, right? So when you are making the denominator same, you have to multiply the smaller fraction with some number. So when you multiply with some number, just multiply the fractional part, right? You can simply subtract their whole numbers and So it is 2 whole 1 over 2. Let's just start with the practice question so that we can do more and more. 3 whole 1 over 9 plus 9 whole 2 over 3. Okay, let's just listen to me carefully. I will go slow so that you can understand. 3 whole 1 over 9 plus 9 whole 2 over 3. Let me just see. Okay, just look at the denominators. Here you have 9, here you have 3, right? You have to make this denominator equal to the other one. So 3 times 3 is 9. You have to multiply only the fractional part by 9, right? 3 times 2 is 6 and 3 times 3 is 9. You can see they have now like denominators, right? Just add their numerators. 9 plus 3 is to add their whole numbers. 9 and 3 is 12. You can now add their numerators. 1 plus 6. So it would be 12 whole 1 plus 6 is 7 and 9. It would be 12 whole 7 over. So it is 12 whole 7 over 9. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is 4 whole 1 over 2 minus 3 whole. That's the one I think we did on tutorial. 4 whole 1 over 2 minus 3 whole 1 over 6. Okay, let's just look at their denominators. Here you have 2, here you have 3, here you have 6. So you have to make the smaller denominator equal to greater one, right? You have to do 2 times 3. You have to multiply this fraction by 3 to make their denominators exactly equal. So when you are multiplying, just multiply the fractional part, right? It would be 1 over 3 divided by 2 over 3 minus 3 whole 1 over 6. It would be 4 whole 3 over 6 minus 3 whole 1 over 6. You can subtract their whole number portion. 4 minus 3 is 1 and their fractional part is 3 minus 1 over 6. So it would be 1 whole 2 over 3. The correct option is 1 whole 2 over 3. If you have any questions, you can please ask. Okay. 1 whole 1 over 3. Oh, yes. You can see here you have 6. You can divide this fraction by the common number, that would be 2. You can divide them by 2. So it would be 1 whole 1 over 3. The correct option is 1 whole 1 over 3. Very good. Okay, got it. The next one is 7 whole 7 over 10 minus 2 whole 1 over 7 whole 7 over 10 minus 2 whole 1 over 2. Okay, first of all, you have to make the denominators same, right? So 2 times 5 makes 10, so you have to multiply this fraction by 5, right? It would be 7 whole 7 over 10 minus 2. 1 times 5 divided by 2 times 5, right? So 7 whole 7 over 10 minus 2 whole 5 times 1 is 5 and 5 times 2 is 10, right? You can now subtract their fractional part and their whole part. 7 minus 2 is 5. You can just subtract this one, right? Now they have the like denominators, so 7 minus 5 over 10 will be 5 whole 2 over 10. The correct option is 5 whole 2 over 10. And you can divide this portion by 2. That would be 2 divided by 2 and 10 divided by 2. So it would be 5 whole 1 over 5. The correct option is 5 whole 1 over 5, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. The next one is subtract 5 whole 2 over 3 minus Okay, 5 whole 2 over 3 minus 3 whole 1 over 6. First of all, you have to make their denominator same, right? So 3 times 2 is 6. You have to multiply this fraction by 2, right? 5, 2 times 2 divided by 3 times 2. It would be 5 whole 4 over 6 minus 3 whole 1 over 6. So you can subtract your whole numbers. 5 take away 3 is 2 and 4 minus 1 over 6. It would be 2 whole. You can divide them by 2 by the common factor 3. So it would be 2 whole 1 over 2. The correct option is 2 whole 1 over 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, for the next one, you have to solve on your notebook and you can just write down the answer for me, right? 12 whole 4 over 5 minus 3 whole 3 over 10, which is the correct option? The correct option is 9 whole 1 over 12. How do I know? I subtracted 12 out of 3, right? 12 out of 3 is 9. Then you have to multiply this fraction by 2. So it would be 8 over 10. And 8 minus 3 is 5 over 10. When you divide by 5, it would be 9 whole 1 over 2. The correct option is 9 whole 1 over 2. Okay, which is the correct option? It would be 15 whole 3 over 4. The correct option is 15 whole 3 over 4. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is the word problems for the same lesson. Add and subtract mixed numbers with like and unlike denominator word problems. Okay, let's just start with the word problems. Yesterday, Lily had 10 pounds of granola in the pantry. This morning, she and her family ate 6 whole 1 over 10 pounds of granola for breakfast. How much granola is left? Okay, 10 minus 6 whole 1 over 10, because the total is 10, right? You have to subtract because you have to find how much left. So it would be 10 minus 6 whole 1 over 10. Okay, so we don't have fractional part for this one, right? That means it is 10 whole 1 over 1, right? First of all, you have to make the denominator same. Just multiply this one by 10. So it will be 10 whole 10 over 10 minus 6 whole 1 over 10. Just subtract the whole number part. 10 minus 6 is 4 and 10 minus 1 is 9 over 10. It will be 4 whole 9 over 10. The correct option is 4 whole 9 over 10. Let's just start with the test questions. At lunchtime, a cafeteria served a total of 2 whole 5 by 6 pots of chicken soup and 7 pots of onion soup. How many pots of soup were served in all? So you have to add, right? It's 2 whole 5 by 6. So you have to add, right? You have to add, so it would be 9 whole 5 over 6. Simply add their fractional whole part, 9 whole 5 over 6. The correct option is option number 1, that is 9 whole 5 over 6. Planet X is 6 whole 2 over 3 light years away from Earth. Planet Y is one third of a light year away from Earth. How much farther away is planet X? So you have to subtract, right? 6 whole 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. So 6 whole 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Okay. This one don't have the fractional part, right? Just keep here and subtract there fractional part, right? 2 minus 1 is 1 over 3. So it would be 6 whole 1 over 3. That is 6 whole 1 over 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Yesterday, Leela had 10 pounds of granola in the pantry. This morning, she and her family ate 6 whole 1 over 10 pounds of granola for breakfast. How much granola is left? That's the one we did on the tutorial. So it will be 3 whole 9 over 10. The correct option is 3 whole 9 over 10 because I remember the answer. Okay, Shireen is trying to fit 2 boxes into the trunk of her car. One box is 2 feet tall and the other is 1 whole 7 over 8 tall. Stacked on top of each other, what is the combined height of the 2 boxes? So you have to add, right? 2 plus 1 whole 7 over 8. Just add the whole part, that would be 3 whole 7 over 8. The correct option is 3 whole 7 over. That would be 3 whole 7 over 8. Okay, the next one is at the beach, Angie and her sister both built sand castles and then measured their heights. Angie's salt castle is 3 feet tall and her sister's was 1 whole 4 over 5 feet tall. How much taller was Angie's sand castle than her sister? So you have to subtract, right? Angie's castle is 3, it will be 3 minus 1 whole 4 over 5. 1 whole 4 over 5. You can write 3 as 2 plus 1, right? You can write 1 as 5 over 5, right? Because you have to subtract 2 minus 1 is 1 and 5 minus 4 is 1, so it would be 1 whole 1 over. So the correct option is 1 whole 1 over 5. Okay, the next one is Leslie made some chili with 4 food noun. Cans of black beans and 2 whole 3 by 4 food noun. Cans of pinto beans. How many cans of beans did Leslie use in all? You have to add, right? 4 plus 2 whole 3 over 4. You have to add, right? Just add their whole portion. 4 plus 2 is 6, so that would be simply 6 whole 3 over 4. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? In preparation for a picnic, Leslie made a salad with 8 whole 1 by 3 bags of iceberg lettuce and 1 whole 1 by 3 bags of romaine lettuce. How many bags of lettuce did Leslie use in all? You have to add, right? So just add their whole part. 8 plus 1 is 9 and their fractional part 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 makes 2 by 3, so it would be 9 whole 2 over 3. The correct option is the second one, 9 whole 2 over 3. Tori poured 1 whole 5 by 8 gallons of water into a bucket. Later, she added 3 gallons more. How much water is in the bucket right now? So you have to add. It would be 3 plus 1 whole 4 over 1 whole 5 over 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. So it would be 4 whole 5 over 8. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Heather drank 8 glasses of water in the morning and 10 whole 7 by 8 glasses in the afternoon. How much water did Heather drink in all? You have to add, right? 10 plus 8 makes 18. That simply just add the whole number part, because this one don't have any fractional part, so that would be 18 whole 7 over 8, right? Okay, Kurt ran 3 whole 1 over 5 miles on Saturday, 5 whole 1 by 5 miles on Sunday. How much miles did Kurt run in all on Saturday and Sunday? So you have to add. Just they have same denominators. 5 plus 3 makes 8, and 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 makes 2 by 10. 2 by 5, it would be 8 whole 2 over 5. The second option is the correct one. Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just start with the next lesson. And the next lesson is okay, the next lesson is find the missing, compare sums and differences of fractions. So, which sign makes the statement true? You have to compare, right? Just solve the other side and then you can compare. 8 minus 1 is, just solve this side, right? 8 minus 1 is 7 over 9. So, when you're going to compare 7 over, they have same denominators, then 7 is less than 8. So, it would be 7 over 9 is less than 8 over 9, right? Let's just start with the practice questions. Which sign makes the statement true? You have to add, just solve this side. It would be, they have like denominators. 8 plus 2 is 10 over 12. You have to compare 9 by 12 to 10 by 12. So which is the correct option? 9. They have same denominators, right? Just look at the numerators. 9 is less than 10, right? That means 9 by 12 is less than 10 by 12. Correct option is option number 1. They are less 1. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? Let's just solve the other side. It would be 3 plus 1, 4 over 6. Okay, you are going to compare 4 by 6 and 4 by 6. So they both are exactly equal. 4 by 6 is equal to 4 over 6. They are equal. Which sign makes the statement true? 6 over 8. And when you add the other side, they have same denominators. Just add 5 plus 2 is 7 over 8. So 6 by 8 is less than 7 by 8 or greater than? They have same denominators. You just have to look for the numerators. So 6 is less than 7. So 6 by 8 is less than 7 over 8, right? That would be less. Which sign makes the statement true? You have 3 over 12 at this side. And when you solve this, 6 minus 3 is 3 over 12. So they both are exactly equal, right? The correct option is they both are exactly equal. Which sign makes the statement true? So you already have 4 over 12. Just solve the other side. They have same denominator. So 7 minus 4 is 3 over 12. So which is the correct option? So 4 by 12 is greater than 3 by 12, right? So the correct option is greater. Okay, 8 minus 8 by 9 minus 3 by 9, they have like denominators. Simply subtract, right? 8 minus 3 is 5 over 9. So 4 over 9 is less than 5 over 9. 4 over 9 is less than 5 over 9, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 4 math. We are working on the chapter add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators, and the lessons we have covered today are find the missing numerator or denominator in addition and subtraction sentences, add and subtract mixed numbers with unlike denominators, add and subtract mixed numbers with like and unlike denominator word problems, and compare sums and differences of fractions. So you can please complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So if you have any question, you can please ask. I'm here and confusions if you have any. Please ask question if you have any. No questions? Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.